Yes, guess what? We can call this a spooktacular because it's Halloween and everything's a spooktacular at Halloween. Hi, my name is Jays Manchild and I'm here to grab you by your ghoulies. Yeah. This is SplatterHouse and we're doing the Retrotech 120p challenge. What is the Retrotech 120p challenge? I'm asking you, what is it? Well, no, what it is it's a weekly contest where you can have as many practice runs as you like, but as soon as you press record, that is your recorded run. You get just 2 credits to see how far you get, the 20p, if you will. And then you submit it to the group, and then the following week you get to choose a game to go on the wheel, and then the wheel spins, and then one of those games is picked at random. But not this week. We went, no, let's just do SplatterHouse. So that's what we're doing, SplatterHouse. A well-known horror game, pretty much the one where if you're a YouTuber, you go, oh, it's Halloween, what are we going to do? Let's just do a SplatterHouse game. Let's just do that. It's SplatterHouse 1, 2, all that crap on the PS2. What are your favourite horror games, by the way? Mine, I really like that Friday the 13th game that came out a few years ago. I think that's great. I played that so much when it came out. Obviously Resident Evil and things like that. What can I tell you about SplatterHouse then? Well, it came out in 1988 by Namco. Didn't actually get converted to a lot of this. I find this genuinely surprising because the way I remember it was like a really big arcade hit, but it only came out on the PC, the TurboGrafx 16 or PC Engine if you will, and the FM Towns Marty. Nothing else. Maybe a few bits later on like iOS and things like that. But yeah, Splatterhouse 2 on the Mega Drive is the one everyone remembers, but the first one didn't come out on it. So what's the story in this? Well, Rick is trapped inside West Mansion, where he's promptly killed. He then has his girlfriend kidnapped, and boy, is he having a bad day. But luckily, the Terror Mask, which is the Friday the 14th. Oh Christ, why didn't they just call it that? The Jason Voorhees mask there. That slots itself on his face because it's sentient, and turns him into this hulking monster with arms that seem to be much longer than his legs. Really stubby legs. And I don't know why he's taking his shoes off, but I wouldn't take my shoes off in this place. You're going to catch something. Look at it. There's like grue everywhere. At least get athlete's foot. So genuinely surprising. This, there wasn't like a Spectrum version of this or an Amiga version of this. There was a NES sort of kiddified version of it from what I remember, but absolutely nothing in the way of kind of well-known formats had SplatterHouse on them in this country, at least. Obviously PC Engine and stroke TurboGrafx was a fairly big machine in America and Japan, but not in Europe. Wow, spectacular, eh? So I think we should be talking now about, and you're probably wondering what this is, the genital fact of the week. And what have I done? Well, this was a suggestion by Anthony, a well-known practitioner of such acts, and he wanted me to talk about necrophilia. So yes, please do watch Raven Gaming this week. He will probably get further than me. He's a bit better at games than I am. So yeah, have a look at his run on this. I'm sure he'll do very well. He's good at fisting. But yeah, he wanted me to do necrophilia. I think he needed I don't know whether he was asking me to do it as this or he was just asking for advice. Advice is, do it at night and the police can't see you. How do I know this? That would be telling. So just maybe 5 or so necrophilia facts for people who like listening to people having sex with dead bodies. Not literally. I'm not going to sort of go and record your mum. Necrophilia comes from necros, which is a dead person, and philia, which means attraction to. So that's nice, isn't it? Necrophilia is technically a form of rape, as well, a dead person cannot consent to you having sex with them. So, yeah, there you go. That's a double whammy in terms of laws you've broken there. 42% of necrophiles are the people that committed the homicide, which resulted in the body that they're now laying pipe in. So, there we go. So, the chances are, if you've caught someone sleeping with a dead body, there's a sort of just under 50-50 chance that they've killed that person. You should probably leave. I mean, you're probably going to leave anyway because, there's awkward and then there's catching someone shagging a cadaver. This is not going to surprise anyone. 95% of necrophiles are men. We sure do love sticking our dicks in things, don't we, fellas? Crikey. But it's not all men, because one of the most well-reported cases of necrophilia in recent times was an American girl, it's bound to be American, isn't it, for a 20-year-old called Alyssa Massaro, not to be confused with the actress. What's her name? Alyssa Massaro? I can't remember. She's been in stuff. Am I thinking of Spider-Man's aunt? I don't know. Anyway, she convinced 2 male partners to kill 2 other men so she could have sex with all 4 of them. That's just greedy. And, well, morally reprehensible. However, she was the luckiest of the trio, the living trio, as she got to only serve 4 years, as she took a reduced sentence because she didn't actually do the killing. She just did the shagging and the persuading. So, well done there, Alyssa. She's now out of prison, probably hanging around morgues, I guess. But that is the end of the Genital Facts of the Week. So what have I got coming up this week? Not me and a dead body, I can tell you. We've got a Halloween special is coming out this week. Thank you very much to I've had a couple of 3 contributors. Ben, my friend, did the filming, and my other friends, Ralphie the dog and his owner Bronny, assisted me with my bullshit, and I'm actually probably going to release as well the outtakes from that evening as well, the same day that comes out. And I don't know whether I'm going to put it out tomorrow, being Tuesday, because I'm dating this now. I don't know whether I'm going to release it Tuesday or Wednesday yet, but when it comes out, it will have. It may well come with a separate video that's got outtakes in it, should you wish to watch that. Absolutely nothing to do with games, just me getting my lines wrong, and making everyone feel uncomfortable. But it's even a dog. I actually upset the dog while filming it. Anyway, it all makes sense when you watch it. But yes, the actual the theme of it is going to be Halloween themed, and it's going to be about the Nightmare Before Christmas Game Boy Advance game. Actually, enjoyed playing that game. Actually, it's worth a go. And what else have we got coming up? I actually finished next week's video already, and that's going to be about Mad Balls on the 8-bit computers. Mad Balls being, of course, those spherical toys, gross out, fits in well with the sort of Halloween week. So yeah, that's going to be this the following week's big review, and then I've got Biker Mice from Mars. I'm going to do the week after that, and then we're doing like 4 weeks of football games. However, the football games are going to they're all going to be unusual football games. So it's not going to be about things like ISS Deluxe or Pro Evolution Soccer or FIFA or Sensible Soccer or anything like that. It's going to be unusually sort of themed football games. So pay attention to that with your eyes, kids. I actually haven't used my first credit yet, so I've got a warble on for a while. So let's go back to the games then. Horror games. So as I said, I like Friday the 13th. I thought that was terrific. In terms of older horror games, I count Castlevania in that. And you can't go wrong with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Or the Game Boy Advance sort of Metroidvania ones. I think they're terrific and heartily recommend you to try those out. I think you can... if you haven't got a Game Boy Advance and you don't want to be Dodgy McDodgerson, I think you can get them on like packs and things, like download on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network and things like that, and the Switch and what have you. Bloodstained is another good one. Not a Castlevania official game, but very much in that oeuvre, or that style of game, that genre. Sorry, worth a go. What else do I like? Yeah, obviously your Resident Evils. Resident Evil 4, probably my favourite of those. Resident Evil 2 is pretty good. What else? Silent Hill, yeah, love a bit of Silent Hill 2. Not really a fan of many of the other ones in that series. Silent Hill 1's okay. Love PT when that came out. I've still got PT on my PlayStation 4. Never taken it off, and if I did, I wouldn't be able to get it back. So yeah, I've got that safely stashed on the hard drive of my PlayStation 4. What else? Run out of things to say about spooky time of year. Won't be going out trick-and-treating because I'm like 44, so that would be ridiculous. My son probably will, but he lives with his mum, and he will no doubt be spooking up and getting more sweets that he can possibly eat, even if he just spent the whole part of his life just sort of in breathing once and then eating another sweet. I can't believe Walking Dead is still on, by the way. It's still on. It's apparently since the final series, and I completely forgot. I used to love that show. It would be like that, and Game of Thrones would be like your week. And I'm still watching the Game of Thrones. The new Game of Thrones series is really good. House of Dragon. Absolutely enjoying that. Even though if you do a little bit of research online, you can find out exactly what happens, which I've done. And I knew the big twist at the end of this one. Which was, well, I'm not going to say, some sort of shit. There's that, and then there was a big old twist in Doctor Who, wasn't there, this week as well? Ooh, big old twist. It was quickly overtaken by Boris Johnson getting his ego out again. Yeah, I'm not buying that, Boris, sorry. 102, was it? Sure. And yet people still believe him. That's the true horror of Halloween. So yeah, horror. What a wonderful thing. What's your favourite horror movie? I don't know what money. I'd say Wreck. Do you ever see Wreck? It's a Portuguese movie about like zombies in a building. Love that. Love The Thing, obviously, and the Aliens films. And I love Being Dead because it means that I can now stop warbling over the top of this video and that you get on with your week. I apologise for stretching this out as long as I could. I promise to be worse at the game next time. So yes, that's the end of my go. There will be a lot of good goes. Please do check out the Retrotech 120p challenge page. And Kay, thanks. Bye.